You wake up every single morning, shuffle to the bathroom half asleep, and without even thinking about it, you glance down. And it's yellow. Sometimes it's so dark it's almost orange, but by the afternoon it's barely any color at all. Most people flush and forget about it, but what's actually happening inside your body is one of the most quietly brilliant biological processes you've never thought about. So today we're going to talk about it, and yes, we're going to talk about pee, because your urine is giving you a health report every single day, and most people have no idea how to read it. Let's start with the most basic question. Why is urine yellow at all? Most people assume it has something to do with what they drank. Maybe the coffee, maybe the orange juice, but that's not it. The yellow color in your urine comes from your own dead blood cells. Here's what's happening. Every single second of your life, your body destroys approximately 2.4 million red blood cells. Not because something is wrong, this is completely normal. Red blood cells only live for about 120 days. Once they get old and worn out, your spleen and liver break them down and recycle the parts. Inside each red blood cell is a protein called hemoglobin, the molecule responsible for carrying oxygen through your bloodstream. When hemoglobin breaks down, it creates a compound called bilirubin. Your liver processes bilirubin and sends it toward the kidneys. Once there, it gets converted into a final yellow pigment called urobilin. Urobilin is the chemical that gives urine its yellow color. This process never stops. It runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether you're awake, asleep, at work, or at the gym. The difference between pale yellow and dark yellow urine isn't how much urobilin your kidneys produce. It's how diluted it is by the water in your body. And that brings us to the morning question. Why is your first pee of the day so much darker than everything else? Think about what happens while you sleep. You go 7, 8, sometimes 9 hours without drinking a single drop of water. But your kidneys don't take a break. They keep filtering your blood all night long. They just have less and less water to work with as the hours pass. So they concentrate everything, all that urobilin, into a smaller and smaller volume of liquid. By the time you wake up, you've got 8 hours worth of pigment squeezed into one concentrated batch. That's why it's so dark. It's actually a sign your kidneys worked hard overnight. There's also a hormone involved called ADH, antidiuretic hormone, which your brain releases when it senses your fluid levels are dropping. ADH tells your kidneys to hold on to water, reabsorb it back into the bloodstream instead of sending it to your bladder. While you sleep, ADH levels rise. The moment you wake up and start drinking fluids, ADH levels drop, your kidneys open up, and within an hour or two, your urine goes pale again. Now let's talk about what every shade actually means, because doctors use a real color scale to assess this. At one end of the spectrum, you have completely colorless, transparent urine. A lot of people think this is the goal, maximum hydration, perfect health, but it's not. Colorless urine actually means you've overhydrated. You've diluted your urobilin so much it's undetectable. More importantly, you've also diluted your electrolytes, especially sodium. When your sodium levels drop too low, it causes a condition called hyponatremia. Mild cases cause nausea and headaches. Severe cases cause seizures and can be fatal. Drinking too much water is a real, documented medical risk. The color you're actually aiming for is pale straw, a very light, almost transparent yellow. That color tells you your kidneys are filtering efficiently, your electrolytes are balanced, and your hydration is right where it should be. As the color darkens toward yellow and then amber, your body is progressively signaling that it wants more fluids. By the time urine is a deep honey or amber color, you're genuinely dehydrated. Your blood is slightly thicker than it should be, your heart is working a little harder to pump it, and you might already be feeling tired or foggy. Orange urine is when things start to get more serious. It can mean severe dehydration, but it can also point to a liver or bile duct problem. When the liver isn't processing bilirubin correctly, excess bilirubin spills into the bloodstream and eventually into the urine, turning it orange. Certain medications can also do this. Rifampin, an antibiotic, is one of the most common culprits. If you see orange urine and you haven't been taking any unusual medications, call your doctor. Pink or light red urine is where most people panic, and sometimes the panic is completely unnecessary. Beets are the classic culprit. A single serving of beets can turn your urine pink or red for up to 24 hours. Blackberries, rhubarb, and even dragon fruit can do the same thing, completely harmless. But if you haven't eaten any of those foods, pink or red urine means there's blood in it, medically called hematuria. The cause can be minor: a urinary tract infection, a kidney stone, or even intense exercise can temporarily cause blood in urine in otherwise healthy people. But it can also be an early warning sign of bladder cancer or kidney disease. You don't ignore it. You see a doctor. Dark brown or cola-colored urine is a medical emergency. Two main causes: severe liver disease, or a condition called rhabdomyolysis, where muscle tissue breaks down rapidly and floods the kidneys with a protein called myoglobin. Rhabdomyolysis can come from extreme exercise, a crush injury, or certain medications. It can cause acute kidney failure within hours. If your urine is dark brown, you go to the emergency room. You don't wait. There's also a lot of bad information floating around about all of this, and some of it is worth clearing up. The 8 glasses of water a day rule has no scientific basis. It came from a misinterpreted recommendation from 1945 and has never been backed by clinical evidence. Your actual hydration needs to depend on your body weight, your activity level, the climate you live in, and what you eat. A large active person in a hot climate needs dramatically more water than a small sedentary person in a cool one. Another myth: bright yellow urine after taking vitamins means you wasted your money. That bright yellow comes specifically from riboflavin, vitamin B2. Your body absorbs what it needs first and then dumps the excess through your kidneys. The color is just the leftover. You still got the benefit. Here's the simple version of what to watch for: pale straw all day. You're doing great. Dark amber by mid-morning after drinking fluids. See your doctor soon. Orange without a food or medication explanation. Call your doctor within 24 hours. Pink or red with no dietary cause. See a doctor and don't delay. Dark brown. Go to the emergency room immediately. And if your urine is consistently foamy or frothy, that can indicate protein leaking through your kidneys, which is worth getting checked out. Most of the time, the fix is simple: drink more water. Your kidneys are remarkably good at recovering when you give them what they need, but they're also one of the few organs in your body that give you a daily visual status update. Every single morning, right before you flush. Pale straw means all systems are running. Dark amber means your body is asking for help. And a few colors mean you need to stop what you're doing and get medical attention. Your body has been talking to you every day for your entire life. Now you know how to listen.